What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome to Let Me Clear My Throat podcast. Fumbling at the start of the podcast, fumbling the ball. It is week one. Looking forward to a great game tonight. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, just wanted to do a quick five. I'm going to live. I don't know if y'all seen that video. The lady, she's giving praise and worship, and then her husband just walks behind. As you can see, I don't have that issue here, so I'm on the live, and good to be on. Hopefully, everybody had a good day today, and look forward to some great matchups with Week One football. So tonight, just to talk about tonight's game with the Eagles and the Cowboys. I think tonight uh, it's going to be a really fun matchup. It's going to be a tight matchup. Obviously, Parsons has been traded. And I think tonight's going to be more about Jerry Jones and his decision to trade, if he was right or wrong with his decision to trade Michael Parsons. We're going to find out very early tonight to see if that was a good decision or not. Of course, one game doesn't make an entire season, but it is a division opponent. And so there these games have weight to them. Um, it being early in the season, there are a lot of matchups this week where division matchups are in play. But focusing on tonight, with tonight's game, I think the key to the game for Dallas is how they are going to protect Dak Prescott. Are they going to be able to protect Dak Prescott? And for the Eagles, it's just going to be a matter of them sticking to what got them to the Super Bowl, sticking to what how they won the Super Bowl, which is applying pressure, running the football. And I expect a big game from Saquon Barkley, and um, it'll be interesting to see how Dallas involves Pickens and C.D. Lamb. Um, I, is Dallas going to be committed to running the football? We're going to learn a whole lot about Dallas and their offensive scheme and just how they fare defensively. Uh, but it'll be no surprise to anybody if Saquon goes over 100 yards and scores two touchdowns in this game. I do have the Eagles winning, but I do believe it's going to be close. Dak Prescott historically has done well versus the Eagles passing the ball. I have him in one of my fantasy football lineups, which I'll get into, and I wish I had my screen up to show my my fantasy football roster. I had started out with three, and ended up going on another fantasy football league on the ESPN format. I normally do Yahoo Sports, fantasy sports line, their format, and the ESPN format is different. So I'm curious to see how that goes. And um, most of the people that I am matchups that I'm going matching up against is from Grind City Media. So that's pretty cool, pretty awesome. Going up against people that you don't know, but also have some influence in the social media realm, in the podcast realm, in the sports realm. So it'd be cool to go up against some of those guys in the fantasy football league and kind of be anonymous, I guess, in a sense, because they don't know me, and I mean, I really don't know them either. Although I'm a big fans of them. Um, but tonight again, I think it's going to be a tight matchup with the Eagles and the Cowboys. I think it's going to be uh, an exciting overall football season. Uh, wanted to go over some sit starts, some fantasy football, and then we're going to get right to it because the game starts in a few. So if I had my screen working properly, you will be able to see my fantasy football lineup and basically my sit start type. So my team name is Primetime, and I just put Primetime 2 for one team, Primetime 3, Primetime 4, and then regular Primetime. So Primetime in this league, it's a 12-team league. Guys that I know, guys that I've played with before. Um, that team, my team, consists of Dak Prescott, T. McMillan from North Carolina, from the Carolina Panthers. I don't know why I said North Carolina. T. McMillan from the Carolina Panthers, Cortland Sutton from Denver, Bijan Robinson, Chase Brown, McBride. I put in Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden seems to be a type of player that's going to get a lot of playing time and could be the potential go-to receiver for Jordan Love. Uh, with the amount of with the receivers that are kind of iffy injury wise, I have McPherson, the Cincinnati kicker, and then I'm gonna start Arizona defense. It's just a 1 week um, plug in against the New Orleans Saints. On my bench, I have Adunze from Chicago. I did have him in my lineup for a while, but because it was just a Monday night game, but I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and roll the dice with Matt Golan. It was really between those two. For a while, I also had Matt Stafford in starting instead of Dak Prescott. And the reason why is because I drafted the Philadelphia defense. So, needless to say, it's been dilemma over here as far as deciding who I'm going to play just this first week. But I've decided to go with the Arizona defense. I'm going to sit the Philadelphia defense this week. I also had a successful trade for Igbuka, and you want to say hi to the people? Go ahead and say hi to the people. All right, they can't really see you. Hi, I'm 5 years old. Yes, you are 5. And Daddy got his smooth haircut. Thank you. I'm on the live. I'm on the live. That's my daughter, Michaela. Um, I also made a successful trade with Emeka Egbuka, and traded Amari Cooper, who today decided to retire. And I traded the Washington running back Ja'Cory Merritt. And when I saw the news of Amari Cooper retiring, I reached out to my guy Mike Reg, and I was like, "Man, I'll trade you Igbuka back." I had no idea. Of course, no one knew. Um, Amari Cooper was going to retire um suddenly like that. Then I would trade him back, and then share, 6 different wide receivers that I would look to in the waiver wire that are available. But so strange scenario going on in Oakland, but kudos to Amari Cooper in his career. Uh, had a good solid playing football career. So the matchup, I'm going up against Purdy. The player I'm going up against, he's got Brock Purdy versus Seattle. He's projected 20 points. I don't really see Brock Purdy throwing the ball that much, um, unless he's throwing it to McCaffrey and Kittle, who I think they're gonna have a high volume of touches. But also, I mean, Seattle's defense is pretty good too, so that'll be interesting to watch. He's got Devontae Smith tonight. He's got George Pickens. He's got Saquon Barkley. So he's playing the bulk of his lineup tonight. Most of the matchup that I'm gonna face tonight, I'm facing tonight. Uh, he got Akan from Miami, the running back. He's got Brock Bowers, tight end. Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy's projected 12 points, and I find that again odd, strange, but and extremely high that he will have more than Brock Bowers with Joe Flacco throwing him the football. Curious to see how that if he meets his projection. Also, he's got Jake Elliott, who again is playing tonight, and he's got Kansas City defense, who's playing tomorrow night. So, needless to say, on Sunday, I'm going to have a huge deficit. I'm going to have a huge deficit, but most of those players that he has, because most of his roster is playing tonight in tonight's game. But I feel confident in my lineup. And come on, Morgan, since you right here, we on the live. Yep, we on the live. We on live. All right. Um, so that's one lineup. In prime time two, let's just go on to that team. On that team, my team, I have Lamar Jackson, I have CeeDee Lamb, I have McMillan again uh, from Carolina. I have CJ McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey. I'm sorry, not CJ. I have Christian McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker from Seattle, Trey Warren, Tyler Warren. I'm sorry, Tyler Warren from Indiana, Devontae Adams, Butner, the kicker, and then I have the New York Jets defense. And I drafted in this league. This was a Yahoo league, just a random public league that I drafted in. I'm sitting um, again Odunze, Scadaboo, Kincaid. I'm sitting CJ Stroud. I picked up Ollie Gordon the second because I think he'll be a good pickup behind Akan if Akan gets hurt from Miami. And then I have the Detroit defense, which some people are kind of up and down on the Detroit defense. Some people have, you know, don't think they're going to make the playoffs. There are some people that think that I don't know what people are thinking that think they're not going to make the playoffs. I have Green Bay and Detroit in the playoffs, um, with them really just being evenly matched. But my opponent, he is playing Jalen Hurts tonight. Amongst St. Brown, this is wide receiver. DJ Moore is his receiver. You got Derrick Henry. You got James Conner, Kittle, George Kittle at tight end. He's got Pacheco at Kent from Kansas City. Um, Tyler Bass is his kicker, and he has the Philadelphia defense tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how many points I'm down after tonight. Um, we'll see how tonight goes. It's got Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia defense, and I have CD Lamb. So we'll see how tonight goes. And all my drafts, all the drafts that I'm in, I really like my teams. I mean, I've got some really elite players. I feel like. I mean, Lamar Jackson, C.D. Lamb, Christian McCaffrey, 1, 2, 3. I mean, elite. If I lose this game, any one of my games, or matchups, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. But I also had Devontae Adams on my team as well, and which is important because I think a lot of people are looking at Matt Stafford's health and his back, and are wondering whether or not it's a risk to take any of the other players, um, or supporting players like Williams, Devontae, Puka, uh, because if Matt Stafford goes down, pretty much all of his weapons go down with him. But moving on, and I'm actually still projected to lose that matchup in that matchup. Primetime 3. Now this team I did not draft. This team was drafted for me. This is the one that was auto drafted that I did not know at all that I was drafted. But needless to say, here's my team. My team is Patrick Mahomes, Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin, Devon Akan is my running back, and Bucky Irving. I think Bucky Irving's going to have a really good year, um, with Tampa Bay. I think it's going to be a focal point, especially with some of the wide receivers being hurt. I have T.J. Hawkinson from Minnesota. I think he's going to have a good year as well. Kenneth Walker, Fairburn, the kicker from Houston, and then I have the Green Bay defense. Uh, yep, I have the Green Bay defense. My opponent, he has Joe Burrow, who I expect him to score over 20. Marseille Brown, he has Metcalf, wide receiver from Pitt. He has Christian McCaffrey. He also has James Cook from Buffalo. Zach Ertz is his tight end. He's got Kamara. He's got the Dallas kicker and the Denver defense. So this one, even though I am projected to win, this one could easily be a blowout for me, potentially. But I still like the players that I have, and I still like the players that I have in my lineup, and he has a nice lineup as well. On my bench, I have Kyler Murray as the backup quarterback. I have Jawan Jennings, wide receiver from San Francisco. I have Matthew Golden, Scatterboo, and I have a sleeper in Torrey Horton. If you don't have Torrey Horton, or if you need a running a wide receiver, I will look his direction. He could be a potential player that Darnold might be looking at, outside of the other wide receiver options. And then I have Ollie Gordon as running back, backup, to Akan in the case the Akan is hurt. Now to the ESPN fantasy football lineup. That um, is ESPN's is really different. Uh, so The players that I have, let me go to the matchup, actual matchup. So I have CJ Stroud starting versus the Rams. I have Shaquan Barkley. I picked third in this draft. Um, I have Saquon Barkley. I have James Cook. I have Nico Collins. I have Matthew Golden. I have Evan Ingram. I have Brock Bowers, Kenneth Walker, Jordan Love, TJ Watt, the Seattle defense. I have Tyler Bass, who appears to be injured. So I put in a waiver wire for Fairburn from Houston, the kicker. He also has a punter category, which I've never played that before, but we'll see. He also has a head coach category. So I picked the Steelers head coach, and I think I might have picked the Minnesota Vikings head coach as well. On my bench, I have Adunze. I don't know why I keep pronouncing his name wrong. Brian Branch, defensive player from Detroit, the Eagles defense. I have Thielen, wide receiver, Ollie Gordon, Calvin Austin as a wide receiver on my bench. This was it was a long draft, but the um the format's definitely different, and it's a bit funky because I can play two quarterbacks and two tight ends flex. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. I'm curious to see how the scoring is gonna look. But the person I'm going up against, he has Bo Nix, Genty, Nick Chubb, Zay Flowers. He's got George Pickens, Malik Andrews, tight end. He has Ndoku from Cleveland, Derrick Henry. He has Brock Purdy. He has the Vikings defense. He has Jake Elliott as well, and he has the Bills um, head coach. But my opponent has a solid lineup as well. So it'd be curious. I'm curious to see how this goes. My win probability is very slim. 51% is 49. So I'm favored to win, but not that much. I think overall, I drafted very well. Quarterbacks flew off the board in this draft, and I was drafting on my phone, so I really couldn't see what everybody was doing. I was kind of drafting blind, I guess you could say. But it's going to be a fun draft. It's going to be an interesting night again. Eagles versus the Cowboys. With Morgan here and Michaela as my guest tonight on the live. So everyone had an opportunity to. Michaela, you want to come and say bye to the fans, to everybody? That's your granddaddy. Yep. Uh-uh. You can say bye. Who y'all going for? The Eagles or the Cowboys? The Cowboys. Cowboys. Morgan, who you going for? Same. She's going for the Cowboys. So we have some Cowboys in here. I think the Eagles are going to win, but Cowboys are going to make it close. Um, so I already got some Cowboys. Like, subscribe button. Yes, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Teamwork. Hit the like and subscribe button to Let Me Clear My Throat podcast. And comment. And comment. And thank like, you. And like. Yes. And like. And share. Yes. Yes. Exactly, girls. That's how y'all do it. So, I got my team with me. And we're winning. So again, like, comment, subscribe. This is a fun podcast. Glad you all had the opportunity to see my girls on the live. And now I'm going to go partake in some food, some salad, and
Zaxby's.
and yes, from Zaxby's, and a sandwich from Subway. Eat fresh,
And McDonald's.
and and I'm going to enjoy the game. Bye, guys.
Bye.